Hel-
Okay, go on.
okay. Hello, everybody. Good morning to all of you beautiful ladies over there in Abuja. God bless you. I am, as you all know, I'm Abigail Uyoyo, and I bring you warm greetings from my beloved family over here, from my husband and my two beautiful daughters who are already sleeping now because it's already past 1 a.m. here in Arizona in the United States. Greetings from my church, What Culture, and from all the beautiful people here in this part of the world. I must tell you, I am so very excited to be part of this conference this year. And I want to thank all of you, the organizers, for inviting me again. This is my second time, and I'm so happy about it. Thank you, first of all, to this wonderful lady, Peace Chinekwe. Thank you. Thank you for saying yes to this calling, and thank you for running with this vision. God bless you. You are doing a lot of good to all these young people and you are touching lives. And I'm happy that I'm doing this together with you. Thank you all. And thank you to all the members, all the people that she's working with, the team, and all the people that are in the organizing committee or whatever it is you guys call it over there. Thank you. You guys are doing a fantastic job. God bless you guys. Thank you. Now, let me go straight into the business of today. When it comes to girls' conference, or women conference, I am just so excited about it because I'm somebody who is very passionate about children and about women. And I'm so happy that we're here gathered together for this beautiful girls conference. Thank you guys for putting this together. And I'm even more excited for the topic that I've been asked to speak about: breaking limits as a girl. Oh my goodness, I love this because I have been there and I understand what it means to break limits. You know, as a girl child, specifically in Africa, there's a whole lot of things against a girl child: the society, the culture, the belief, the people, the system, families, and all of that are already against the girl child. So, you, as a young lady listening to me, it will be your wisdom not to place limits on yourself, because the society already had placed limits on you just because you're a female species. So your wisdom would be not to place any limits on yourself. Your wisdom would be to break out of that limit. And that is why we are here today. And I want to believe that if you're here seated in this conference today, that means you're ready for a change. That means there's a hunger inside of you, and you are here to be satisfied or to be filled. And so we're going to be talking about breaking limits. And I know so many speakers already may have already spoken about so many other things. God bless them all, but we are here to talk about breaking limits. You may be asking, or you may be wondering, what are the limits? Do I even have any limits? Is there any limits? Is there anything to even be concerned about? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. There's a whole lot of limitations, a whole lot of barrier, against the girl child naturally or normally, like you guys will say. And we are going to be breaking that limit together. By the end of this conference, especially by the end of this session, there will be there will be this fire inside of you. There will be a zeal inside. Something will be bettered inside of you. Something will break free inside of you. You will begin to see your vision clearer. You will begin to see your possibilities clearer. And I hope you're on board with me. The biggest barrier is the fear of success. A lot of people are just scared of success. They are like, okay, what is life going to be like if things change? And that alone is a limitation for them already. Some, looking at your background, looking at where you're coming from, your family history and all that, may already be scared and thinking God created some people special and created others to be low. No, God has given to every man equal time, 24 hours. And God has given to everybody the same opportunity. The difference between you and the one that is successful, in quote, is actions and what they've been able to do with their 24 hours given to them. And those things are the things we want to look into today. I want you to pause for a second and think about where you are. Think about all that you've been through. Think about the things you wish you would have been in this life. Do you know that you can be whatever you want to be? Do you know you can achieve any length? Do you know you can attain any length? Do you know you can be whatever you deem fit? Whatever it is you wish you want to be, you can actually be that. Yes, there are no special beings in this earth. Everybody has been given equal opportunity. Your success comes from what you make out of your 24 hours every day. Now, some people have fear of accomplishing what they want. Like, how am I going to even achieve it? Who do I have? Who do I know? Maybe you have dreams. You want to work in some kind of reputable organization tomorrow. You want to own a big business, or you want to start a big project or a big movement. And you're thinking, who do I even know? Who can help me? My parents don't know nobody. I don't have money, and all those blah, blah, blah. And that alone can already pose as a barrier and a limitation. But you know what? We are going to be pulling down those walls today. Some people have fear, the fear of even the unknown. They are just scared. For what? They don't know why. Some people have fear of failure. What if I fail? What if I don't get it? What if people laugh at me? What if people begin to make fun of me? And all of that. Fear of being judged. Maybe you have made some mistakes in the past. Maybe you have made some wrong choices that didn't turn out well, and you're already feeling, okay, people are going to judge me. They are going to say, who am I? They are going to say, I'm incapable of doing anything good. And all of those fears may just have, clouded your heart before you came into this conference. But I'm here to tell you this morning that all of those fears, we are going to be bringing them down together. This conference is a girl conference, remember? And we are here to help each other. I am here to support you, and all the people that put this conference together are here to help you come out of that bondage. And today, you are going to be coming out of that bondage. You are going to be free. Now, let's look at how and some of the steps that we can take to break some of these limitations and some of these barriers. First of all, I have up to 10 points. I don't know if I can go through them within the shortest time that I have, but I will try to be as fast as I can. First of all, you have to have a dream. You have to have a vision. You have to have some kind of dream. You don't have to pay money. You don't need to pay money to have a dream. You don't need to be special to dream big. God has given everybody the mind. And in your mind, let me tell you, your mind is the fastest computer you can ever think of. Your mind can take anything. Your mind can dream about so many big things, and it won't shut down. But the problem is that people are not dreaming. People are not seeing visions. People are just blind in their mind. And I'm here to tell you, if you are going to be breaking those barriers, if you're going to be breaking those limits, you must first of all start by dreaming. What do you want to be in life? Who do you want to be in the next 5 years? Where do you want to see yourself in the next 5 years? In the next 2 years? In the next 6 months? In the next 1 year? Start from there. Start dreaming big. Look, dream. If you want to be the president of Nigeria, go ahead and dream. If you want to be the best pilots or best female pilots from your community, dream. You want to be a successful business person, dream. You want to be a surgeon, dream. You want to be an engineer, dream. What do you want to be in life? You want to be a teacher, a caterer, a fashion person, whatever it is you want to be, just dream. Just see it in your visions. Because without vision, you can't even track growth. You won't even know if you are moving or you're stagnant or you're going backwards. Your vision will help you see where you are. Your vision is the vehicle you need to take you to where you're going or where you want to be. Because without your vision, imagine a driver who has people in his buses and supposed to drive from Abuja to Lagos. The driver has a vision of where he's going. And that vision is what puts him on the road and takes his vehicle start heading towards Gwagwalada or Lokoja or wherever the route is to go to Lagos. Because without vision, that driver may just be heading to Kano instead of heading to Lagos. Your vision will put you on the right track. Your vision will put you amongst the right people. Your vision will make you communicate well. Your vision will even help you dress appropriately. Your vision will help you show up in the right place and at the right time. But without vision, you're like a blind man. And you will just be roaming about. Everything will seem okay to you. You may even be lost in social media the whole day and not knowing that you have wasted your whole time. Your vision will help you manage your screen time. Your vision will let you know how many minutes you have to spend on Instagram or on social or Facebook or whatever social media it is that you're in. Your vision will help you put all of that together and balance things out. Otherwise, you're just going to be all over the place. And before you know it, the year will come and go. And then another year will come. And before you know it, 5 years is gone. And before you know it, you're out of school. And before you know it, others are already in the university and doing stuff. And you just be roaming around because of lack of vision. So first of all, take your vision seriously. Every great dream starts with a dreamer. You already know Martin Luther King. He had a dream someday. It's a line that nobody can forget. I have a dream that someday, blah, 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 blah. But Martin Luther King is not here on earth today. But you see, that dream is been accomplished and is still being accomplished. Every child in America knows about Martin Luther King. Why? Because he dared to dream. Think about even in Nigeria. You can think about so many great women that had a dream sometime, and today they are where they are. I mean, look at Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. And so many women. I mean, I can go ahead and start calling so many women in Nigeria, but let's not go into that. The point is, have a dream. Have a dream. There has to be a picture in your head. Maybe you should even write it down. Like my Bible would say, it says, write the vision. Make it plain. There's something about penning down your vision. Get a vision book or a vision board. Put pictures or put write-ups on them according to what you want to see and how you want them to be, where you want to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 3 years from now. But have a vision. Have a dream. Have a dream. Okay, let's go to the second point. Believe in yourself. Hey, if you don't believe in yourself, nobody will believe in you. Let me say that again. If you listening to me don't believe in yourself, nobody will believe in you. Look, you have all the potentials. You have all it takes to be whatever you want to be. But you have to believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody will believe in you. If you go out there to look for a job tomorrow and you are faced, you go for an interview, if you don't believe in yourself, trust me, you can't be hired. The person interviewing you will know that you're not confident about yourself. So you have to believe in yourself. I don't care what your background is like. It doesn't matter what your family is like. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. Just believe in yourself. So after you have a vision, you have a picture of what you want to be and where you want to be, then believe in yourself. Because if you don't, you are still caged. And here we are talking about breaking limits. If you're going to break limits, you have to have a vision, then you have to believe in yourself. Because if you don't, nobody will. Let your spirit envelop your vision. Let the inner person inside of you capture your dream. That's how much you need to believe in yourself. And then people will be able to believe in you. Now, the third point is change. Change. You have to be open to change because you cannot keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. If you really want to make a change, if you really want to break limits, if you really want to break barriers, if you really want to go far, then you should be open to change because you have to be able to learn, unlearn, and relearn. There are so many behaviors already that you need to change. And there are so many new things you need to embrace. So if your spirit is not open to change, then you're not going nowhere. You have to be ready to embrace change at every point in time. You can't grow or make progress without changing. So remember, don't forget that you have to be open to change and be ready and willing to change. Number 4, overcome your fears. I started by talking about fears of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of success, and all of that. Hey, you need to overcome your fear. You need to be bold and fearless enough to subdue your fear. Fear is a torment. Fear, when you allow fear take over your spirit, you have given that fear strength. You have given that fear claws to tear you apart and make you look miserable. You have to be fearless. There's no successful person on earth today that is not fearless. You have to be fearless to be able to embrace that big dream, to be able to embrace change, to be able to believe in yourself. Look, when you become fearless, your ears will no longer hear all the negative things people have to say, because the journey between where you are and the place where you want to go is not exactly very smooth, or may not exactly be very smooth. You probably encounter a lot of challenges, a lot of obstacles, and all of that. Now, if you don't overcome your fear before you even embark on this journey, then you're going to be a mess, and you don't want to be there. You don't want to be messed up. You don't want to be put down. You don't want to be miserable or depressed. So overcome your fear. Overcome your fear. Come out of that bondage of fear. Be fearless. Be tough. Be bold. Be courageous, because you need it to be able to journey to where you want to go. If you have to break limits, you have to be fearless, and you have to overcome your fear. Number 5, you have to be very hard work and diligent. Let me tell you, You know how people say life is not a bed of roses? You really have to be hard working. You can't be lazy. You cannot afford to be lazy. If you want to break limits, you need to sit up. You need to sit up and fling that mattress or blankets of laziness. You have to be diligent. You have to roll your sleeves and get your hands dirty to be able to be successful. Don't let anybody deceive you by a get rich quick kind of scheme. That's how people lose their monies and then get depressed and then start insulting the country. Some people don't want to do anything. They just want to sit down and say, oh, this government is so horrible. I just want to make some money and go abroad so that, because abroad is so easy. Hey, let me tell you, I live in the United States of America. I've been here for a little above 10 years now. We work hard here. Whether you're a citizen or not, you work hard. The only difference between here and Nigeria is that you can actually predict your success. You can work and be sure you get the money. As long as you're strong enough to work, you get the money. But nobody's lazing around here. The ones that are lazing around, do you know where they are? They're on the streets, homeless. They are living off help and beg and food. You see them some places begging for money, begging for food. They have no insurance, no transportation. Some of them have bad records. But if you are hardworking, you'll be successful. And you know what? A lizard in Nigeria will not be an alligator in America. If you're not already hardworking in your country where you are, if you come here, you're still going to be lazy. So the point remains, you have to be hardworking and you have to be diligent with whatever it is you have chosen to be. Like the Bible says, it says, see a man diligent in his work, he will stand before great men. And that's a fact. I can tell you that for free. If you are diligent, sorry about that. If you are diligent with what you are doing and you're very hardworking and you're serious about whatever you're doing, I'm telling you, your hard work and your diligence will bring you before kings. It will bring you before great men. It will bring you before great women. But if you're lazing around and wallowing around with all kinds of complaints, you'll just be rigmaroling around the mountain, year in, year out with all the complaints. So the point remains that you have to be hardworking and diligent. So if you have to break limit as a girl, don't be lazy. Make your own money. Don't be that kind of girl that will be thinking that, oh, someday I'm just going to go get married and then the man will take care of me. Are you kidding? Don't you want to have your money? There's something about having your money. Don't believe those lies that people tell and say, oh, a girl that is rich is arrogant. It's a lie. It's a lie. I'm going to round up this section by telling you a little story about myself. Do not believe that story. You can have your money and still be cool-headed. Some people are very broke, but very arrogant even. So there's nothing about that story about being wealthy and arrogant is not true. So be hardworking and be diligent. Number 6, you have to have self-discipline. Self-discipline. Set clear goals and have an execution plan. Discipline will help you set reasonable goals and put dates when you intend to execute these plans. That's what discipline is going to do for you. So every girl who wants to break limits have to be self-disciplined. And this you have to do for yourself. Nobody will do it for you. Let me tell you, people who are not disciplined they can't get nowhere. They cannot make reasonable progress because no reputable organization will hire you to start with. Because when you have discipline, sorry, then you will know how to keep to time. If you're supposed to be in a place by 9 a.m., in fact, by 8:55, you're already there. Self-discipline will help you understand that honesty is the best policy. Self-discipline is going to help you understand that when you're driving and you come to a red light, whether there's a law enforcement agent there or not, you will stop because the light says to stop. Self-discipline will help you understand that when the speed limit is 40 miles per hour, you will do that whether there's a camera on that street or not. Self-discipline will help you understand that you can't take what does not belong to you. Self-discipline will help you understand that bribery is bad. Corruption is bad at any level. Self-discipline will help you understand that when you have given your word, then you keep to those words. And if you can't meet an appointment, you make a call and cancel on time. There's just something cool about a lady being self-disciplined. And as a girl who wants to break limits, who wants to break barriers, who wants to be great, you have to be self-disciplined. Let me tell you, self-discipline will make you understand that just because a guy says hello to you does not mean you will sell yourself off so cheap. Self-discipline will help you understand that there's something called self-control. Self-discipline will help you, Self-discipline will help you understand that, if you are supposed to study to pass a certain professional exam or any kind of exam, then study and pass the exam and not waiting for an opportunity to cheat in the exam hall. That's what self-discipline is going to do to you. And before you get to that situation, make up your mind that this is the kind of person I want to be. And start with little things. Set little goals for yourself. Start by saying something like, I want to walk 1 mile every day. And do it. Set those tiny goals first. And keep to it. Say something like, okay, I want to go jogging every Saturday, and keep to it. Set goals for yourself like, okay, I want to cut down on carbs so that my calories so that I can reduce burn calories or whatever, however you say it, and keep to it. Self-discipline will help you set those tiny goals. Self-discipline will help you portion the quantity of food you eat, because you know where your vision is taking you. So you don't want to eat like a glutton and get sick. Self-discipline will make you understand the importance of being clean and neat as a girl. You have to have self-discipline, really, if you want to break limits. And self-discipline is going to help you delay gratification. For instance, if you start a business and you make your first profit, you're not in the market buying the latest labeled bag, how you guys call it. I'm not a fan of all those Chanel, Prada, and all of that, just because you want to belong. You will delay gratification until you get to where you want to be. That's what self-discipline can do for you. Otherwise, with any little money you have, you want to buy iPhone 16 Pro Max, if there's anything like that. You want to buy the latest phone. You want to buy the latest bone straight. And you just find yourself doing things that you naturally would not want to do just because you lack self-discipline. Self-discipline is a virtue that every young lady needs to have. So if you're going to break limits, you better embrace self-discipline. Number seven, Get yourself a coach or a mentor. Get yourself a coach or a mentor. It's very important. You need that for accountability. You need somebody who can look into your eyes and tell you what you have done wrong. You need somebody who can call you to order. You need somebody that will help you, that will give you that bitter pill to chew. And that every young girl needs that kind of person in their life. If you want to go far, if you want to break limits, if you want to, get to a certain height in life, you need a mentor, you need a coach. And if you need help finding a coach, talk to the organizers of this conference, because I'm sure they have all of that. Number 8, my time is almost gone, but let me quickly round up. Number 8, choose your company wisely. Choose your friends. You know that saying, show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are. It's very true. If you have 5 successful people in your circle, within a short time, you'll be the 6th successful person. But if you have 5 failures, I'm telling you, very soon you'll be a failure. This is not a case of God forbid. Life is governed by principle. If you hang around the wrong people, you are going to soon find yourself doing wrong. It may not happen now, but you will find yourself later on doing wrong. Because while you hang around them, whether you exonerate yourself or not, the seeds is being sown in your spirit little by little. Little by little. It's just like somebody wearing a sparkling white and going to hang out with a mechanic guy at his workshop and thinking that they are not going to be stained. You won't even know when the dust will come on you. And when you look at your white, it still looks pure white until you get to a bright light. That's when you discover that you've been stained. So if you want to be successful, if you want to break limits, if you want to break barrier as a young girl, you better choose your company wisely. Choose those who are traveling on the same paths that you are traveling. Choose those who are headed to the same destination like you. Otherwise, you're going to be lost. You don't want to hang out with failures. You don't want to hang out with people that have no faith. You don't want to hang out with people that will drag you back. You don't want to hang out with people that will keep you stagnant. You don't want to hang out with gossipers. You don't want to hang out with people that have nothing to do with where your journey is going. Number 9, your mindset. You need to change your mindset. Let me tell you, no matter what you have learned from this conference today, if you don't already change your mindsets, it's going to be a waste, because everything starts from the mind. The mind is a battlefield. If you make up your mind, if inside your mind you tell yourself that I'm a success, I'm going to attain any height I want to attain, I can do all things, I can achieve this, I can achieve that, then there's nobody on earth that can stop you. The people who tried to build the Tower of Babel, it started from their mind. And then they started talking to each other, and then they agreed, and then they started. When God saw the way they were going, he had to put confusion among them. Otherwise, they would have journeyed to wherever they thought they were going. Your mind is important. Once your mind can assimilate success, there's nothing on earth that can stop you. Once your mind can assimilate that vision and engulf that vision, envelope that vision, nobody can stop you. The government of your country cannot stop you. Your family cannot stop you. Your friends cannot stop you. The naysayers cannot stop you. The people laughing at you cannot stop you. Facebook cannot stop you. The body shaming people cannot stop you. You will get to where you're going, but it starts from the mind. So change your mindset to a mindset of a winner. And finally, be committed to the plan. Be committed to the plan. Be committed to the plan. Show up for the meeting if you have to attend a meeting. Show up for your classes if you have a class to attend. Show up for lectures. Show up for the training. Show up and be committed to your goals. Be committed to everything you have said you want to do. Stick to the plan. You may not totally believe. Everything may not totally make sense, but it's important to have a plan, have a vision, have a goal, and then have a plan. If you stick to that plan, you will get there. Let me tell you, even if you're feeling sleepy and you have a calculator and you punch 2 plus 2, that calculator will still give you the answer 4. Because it's programmed. It's a plan. I don't know. I'm trying to explain something here. If you have a plan, follow the plan. Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. It may not make sense to you, but it will get you there. It will get you there. Even if you're having a bad day, stick to the plan. Even if you are broke, stick to the plan. Even if your family does not have the money right now, stick to the plan. And which plan are we talking about? All of the things you have written down. The vision. Do not change your vision. When I say stick to the plan, leave that picture in your head. It doesn't matter what's happening in your country. It doesn't matter what's happening in your community. It doesn't matter what it seems like right now. Keep that vision in your head. Believe in that picture. Never change it. And your vision will help you say the right things. Don't join people by saying, oh, this country is rubbish. There's no hope for this country. Nigeria is corrupt. Nigeria is gone. Don't join those people. Don't say such thing with them. Keep a positive confession. Let your confession align with what your picture is. If you're listening to me as a young girl today, and you really want to break limits, you really want to break barriers, you really want to attain your goals, stick to the plan. Stick to the picture in your head. Stick to the vision. And if you don't have the right picture, the plan will land you in the wrong place. But if you have the right picture in your head, you will definitely get to where you want to get to. And one bonus point before I round up. Pray. No matter what you want to do, remember, there's a God in heaven. And without God, we are really nothing. So whatever you are doing, whether it's a huge plan, a medium plan, an extraordinary plan, put everything in the hands of God, and you will definitely break limits. You will definitely break barriers. You will definitely come back with a successful testimony. And so I won't be able to tell you all about me, but one thing I want you to know is that I'm a young girl, just like I was a young girl like you some years ago. And I had all these dreams, all this vision. I had pictures of mighty and mega things I wanted to do. I wanted so bad to be able to school it abroad. I wanted so bad to be able to, live a comfortable life and change the story of where I was coming from. I had a lot of memories of struggles, of suffering, of barely not having anything growing up. But the picture in my head was the opposite of what I was going through then. I kept this picture in my head. Even when I had to soak gari, I know you guys will understand me. That picture was in my head. Even when I didn't have school fees, the picture was in my head. When I had to walk to school and walk back, the picture was in my head. When I didn't have clothes, new uniforms, the picture was in my head. When it was a struggle to even have sanitary pads. I don't want to tear up because the story is different today. The picture was in my head. When I didn't have an uncle or auntie to turn to, not like I didn't have, but I could not. The picture was in my head. I kept the picture of where I wanted to be in my head. Let me tell you, The forces of life will align you, will bring you to the place of that picture. Somehow, God will make a way. And God made a way for me. Everything I dreamt of. When people were rushing to want to work in a bank, I told myself, I said, I don't want to work in a bank. But if I'm going to ever have bank experience in my CV, I want it to be World Bank. He brought the opportunity. I didn't even apply for the job. Somebody helped me apply. And I was able to work with World Bank. I worked with them for their Step B projects. I worked in the US Embassy. I didn't know nobody there. But God made a way where thousands of people were applying. I was singled out. There's nothing that you have desired that cannot come. The Bible says God is able to do exceedingly, abundantly, more than we can ever think or imagine. The question is, are you thinking? Are you imagining? Because if you're not imagining, which is like having a picture of what you want to be or what you want to do, then there's nothing for God to do. Don't blame God. You have to be able to imagine. You have to be able to think. You have to be able to dream. You have to be able to have that vision. Someday, I will be able to tell you the full story of my journey. But the thing is that the thing I want to tell you for real and for sure is that if you keep the picture in your head and be diligent and choose your company wisely and put your character straight and do all of these wonderful 10 points that I gave you, you will get to where you want to be. Once again, I want to thank you all for giving me this opportunity to share with you. I wish I have enough time, but I already have I've exceeded the 30 minutes I was given. Thank you for giving me this opportunity anyway. God bless you all, and I pray that God will make his grace abound towards you all, and God will open doors that no man can shut. God will help you achieve your dreams. God will bring you to the place of your dreams someday. And I want to hear your success story. I want to be able to see great engineers, great nurses, great doctors, great pilots, great teachers, great businessmen, great pastors, great speakers, great everything you want to be. God bless you. Thank you.